Hey Nautilus, how are you doing? Playing Warframe? Nice. Oh yeah, we were going to go and see Jill in the infirmary.
It's its fault. He tied it too tight.
Isn't the Moogle funny? I wonder what it's trying to say.
Let's get this fixed before someone doesn't...
On we go. What's up? You want to join my party?
It's true then. It really is you.
It is.
Clive! You're alive.
So are you. I still can't believe it. Are your wounds healed?
Yes. Talia told me what happened. You saved my life.
After nearly taking it, I had no idea. Forgive me, but how did you ever come to be there, Jill? Fighting for them.
The Iron Blood. They invaded not long after the news arrived about Phoenix Gate. Rosaria had lost her leaders. The Duchy was in chaos. The Iron Kingdom saw our weakness and pounced upon it. They killed the men and captured the women.
And took you back to Ironhome.
I thought they meant to have their fun with me before the end. But the end never came. My powers awoke, and everything changed. It all happened so fast.
We were told that the Iron Blood had captured a dominant and planned to bring her on their latest crusade.
They gave me a choice. To fight for them on the battlefield, or see my countrywomen slaughtered.
And they call us dominants.
What? What happened, Clive? What happened at Phoenix Gate?
Sachi.
It was me. I killed Joshua.
No, that's not true. I know you. You wouldn't do that.
It's the truth. I changed into him again, not long ago. The second icon of fire. The one responsible.
Clive.
When I think back to that night... The hooded man, he spoke to me. What did he say?
Francis.
We have found you. What did he mean?
Clive, we should go back there, to Phoenix Gate. I need to know what really happened. And so do you. You need to know for certain. And if what you told me is true, and you did what you said you did, then we will face it together.
Jill,
Very sweet.
All right.
You'll be needing a change of clothes, then. Out you go, your lordship. We wouldn't want you getting overexcited.
Sorry.
She reminds me a lot of Devila, now that I'm thinking about
I'll
it.
see you soon then, Clive.
I should make ready too. We've a long journey ahead of
Look,
us.
a new side quest. This is the first one in like 4 hours.
I thought I told you to make yourself scarce. Your friend needs to get dressed.
Finally, we have new side content.
Isn't the Moogle funny?
They even have a Moogle. I've never seen one in the flesh. I'm sure it said in my father's bestiary that they live deep in the forest, and that they never reveal themselves to humans.
Is that like universal Moogle lore?
So it would seem. That sounds painful.
Is that like a universal bit of Moogle lore? That they live in forests and tend to not, like, hang around people for the most part?
You just don't have
Because I
enough
seem to
teams
remember that
follow
being a
every
lore
lead.
bit in 14 as well.
Even if they were teams of one. Ah, Clive. I trust you're settling in?
Gradually getting used to the place.
I'm glad to hear it. I was hoping you might be persuaded to come to my aid once more. Your services will be rewarded, of course.
I don't doubt it. Seems to be the way around here.
We strive to be better than those we once served. Now, as to the task itself, I am once again in need of a pair of hands to deliver sustenance to our esteemed companions. I have
seem like
3
the type
meals
that would
for
say
3
compatriots.
industrious souls. What say you?
Happy to help.
I'd be happy to help.
Marvelous. The 3 individuals you'll be seeking out are busying themselves about the hideaway. You'll find one by the entrance, another in the bunks, and the other guarding the cells. Thank you once again, Clive.
Also, I played through a bit more of FF14. And I made it to the Ifrit fight. That was a cool fight. I also 100% didn't understand the super attack that kills you in one hit if you get hit by it until I did the fight 3 times.
Master Balmu.
Can I help you?
Pizza delivery.
Ah, wonderful. Do you hear that? Our food has arrived. Does your appetite still elude you?
Is he sick?
I'm afraid so. Those no longer in need of a Physica's immediate ministrations are sent here for further rest. I tend to those who cannot tend to themselves, which leaves me very little time for anything else. Happily, Kenneth sees that I stay fed. I would be lost without the kindness of good people like him and yourself. Thank you.
You know,
Come, you must
can I
eat
just
if you
say,
want to
like,
recover. I hate to be
there's a lot of, like, the bad guys are really bad so far, other than, like, a little bit of Benedicta, because Benedicta had, like, not an excuse, but she had a reason for why she was doing her bad shit. But, like, I don't know, there's something about, like, the good guys in this game that's just, it feels good,
Oi.
you know?
Who did you bend over for to get the royal pardon? The old jailer?
Back so soon? Fancied another kip in the cells, did you?
Yeah,
Kenneth sent me.
here for a sleepover.
He thought you might be hungry.
He wasn't wrong. The way my gut's been growling, I'd have curls running scared.
Guard duty down here can't be much fun.
It's not. But sometimes folk need locking up, and someone has to watch over them. I help people sleep at night, and that's not a boast many can make. You keep yourself on the right side of these bars now, you hear me?
I don't know, there's something about how, like, this game has a much more, like, positive worldview than I was expecting it to.
Ooh, something smells good. For me, I hope.
It is. Courtesy of Kenneth.
Oh, my thanks. These birds are needy creatures. They don't like me running after the fat chocobo behind their backs.
Hey, Squiggles.
They must keep you busy.
Ah, there's never a moment's rest. Probably for the best I eat down here, reeking of the staples as I do. I'd only put people off their food. And who has time to wash and dress for dinner when they've got little darlings like these to wait upon, eh? Anyway, thanks for the food, and be sure to give Kenneth my regards.
I think that's everyone. I better let Kenneth know.
What's up? I did your I did
you're
your
back.
DoorDash
All done?
deliveries.
Wonderful. Here, your reward, as promised.
2 gil.
The hideaway's quite something. Everyone has their place.
A fact we are proud of, believe me. I'm glad you've witnessed it for yourself. You have your place too, of course, as you have just so capably proven, and you will always have a place with us, should you desire it.
It's kind of you to say so.
It is the truth, and not a soul among us would deny it. I look forward to all that you will bring to our little community.
Hooray, more skill points.
Isn't the Moogle funny?
We're looking at half a dozen, maybe more.
Their bunks are made up.
We get paid in experience and bugs. Do we get paid more than DoorDashers? It depends on how much the gill bug sells for.
You! Newcomer! I need help.
What's the matter?
It's my assistant. She left to gather soil, and I've seen nothing of her since. I cannot concentrate one whit for fear of what might have happened. Please, I beg of you, will you go and check? I have to know.
Where are we going?
All right, I'll go.
Are we going out
Marvelous.
or
Thank
just
you.
around here?
You'll be rewarded for your time, of course.
Whereabouts is she?
Gotan's Bales. It's on the outskirts of Lostwig.
Cool.
Not the safest place for an unaccompanied bearer, perhaps, but the soil there is second to none. Now go, and do not linger. Why, it may already be too late.
Okay, and then we need... completely random thing. I find it really funny how, the map tab on the menu takes like 3 or 4 times as long to load as the rest of the menu. Because it has to load the really well-made 3D model.
Someone's in trouble.
Where are you at?
Let's make this quick.
That carried him all the way off to the side of the arena.
That's enough.
Good, I missed. Oh, I forgot that I got this yesterday.
Stay down.
Having fun over there? Surely the enemies have elemental affinities in this game.
That's enough.
I could definitely see it, but I also wouldn't be surprised if they didn't.
Are you hurt?
It would have been worse if you hadn't come along. Wait, I've seen you around the hideaway. You're new, aren't you?
I'm Clive.
And I'm Martel. But what are you doing here?
Looking for you. This is no place for a bearer on her own.
I noticed that. But this soil's not going to collect itself.
Then what if I gathered it for you? You could head back to the hideaway. Just exactly what sort of dirt is it that you need?
What I need is soil. But I'd be a fool to refuse your help after what just happened. It's the good stuff you're looking for. Dark, rich, fragrant. You'll know it when you find it.
Dark, rich, and fragrant.
Sounds like you're talking about coffee.
Well, you should hurry back. Bohemil seemed worried enough that he might come looking for you himself.
That seems unlikely.
Oh boy.
But I won't argue with you. Thanks.
Gosh. Completely,
There's certainly enough of it here. But is it dark, rich, and fragrant?
compiling that list of the, of all of the games that I streamed this year really put it into perspective of like, holy shit. Like, I did a lot of games this year. I think one of my friends counted it and it ended up being like 37 different games.
That should be enough. I better get it back to the hideaway.
It caught me off guard because I didn't expect it to be that much, to be that many games. And if I had streamed less, if I had streamed less Link to the Past randomizer, I probably could have crammed in a couple extras. "21 Link to the Past randomizers this year. 22 if you count the one with Lapis that I counted separately on the list.
There you are. And? All safe and sound?
Well, yes, she's standing right there.
Not the girl. The soil. Did you bring it?
Yes. Here.
glorious! When Martel came home empty-handed, I almost had a fit. But with this, my research can continue. First and foremost come the measurements. I must know how much ether each sample contains. From there...
Wait, so you were never...
Worried about me? Sorry to disappoint you, but the only thing he worries about is his research.
Why does this feel Yakuza in tone? Yeah, it does.
That's all right. It's just how he is. And if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't be growing anything in these ruins. It's a small price to pay. Although, you shouldn't have to pay it too. Did he even offer you anything for helping? Ugh. Here. I know it's not much, but it's something, at least.
I swear, I feel like I'm gonna be crossing my wires between this game and 14 a lot.
Fruit too, but you're not likely to thank me if I do. Still, we'll grow something worth eating one of these days, and when we do, you'll have first pick.
I like the way that he moves out of the way when you walk past the chicken. Hey, you've got new stuff for me, don't you?
Quick. What do you want?
The Gaia Blade is what I'm oh wait, no, I'm using Stormcry. Huh.
Yeah, that should do you. My best work, but it'll do. And?
Thank you. What's up? You have a main quest for me.
What do you want?
The main quest.
To say farewell. We're leaving.
Good decision. Better that than buried out there in the black. You've got a lot to thank that girl for, you know.
I know. And I will.
Now, what do you really want? We both know you don't come here for conversation.
Rook's Gambit isn't a skill I have.
It'd better all be here. Off you go, then. And best of luck.
I should probably say thank you to Gav, too.
Nah, knowing Gav, he's probably coming with us.
So your mind's made up, is it?
Actually, no, he's been injured.
For Rosaria as soon as we're able.
Back down memory lane, eh? Rosaria ain't what she used to be, Clive. Not since the Imperials moved in. First sign of trouble, you make straight for Martha's Rest and ask for the landlady. She's a friend of the cause. Tell her you're with Sid, and she'll help you out.
Understood. Thank you, Gav.
Yeah.
I'd be lost without you.
Yeah, I'm just doing my job. No need to make such a fuss. You take care, alright? Oh, I'm crap at goodbyes. Where's Sid when you need him?
Give him my regards when he gets back.
I will.
Sid's gonna beat your ass for not saying goodbye. Ooh, she's got a rapier. I like that.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Ready, my lady?
Ready.
Also, her dress is very cute. I like that outfit a lot. Off we go. Back to home.
Rosaria. It's been 13 years.
But this breeze, the smell of the grass, it's just as I remember it.
You haven't been back either.
I couldn't. Bran did keep a close watch on each other in the Imperial Army. You'd get beheaded just for knowing a deserter. The only way out was on a mission.
I see.
But mostly I was afraid. Afraid to go back.
I know.
But I'm here now. Thanks to you. We should press on.
I have to say it again, like, I love Jill's outfit so much. This is such a good design.
Gav said the landlady's a friend.
But can we say the same for her patrons?
Imperials don't tend to take well to those with my mark. If anyone asks, I'm a branded soldier, sworn to protect my noble mistress.
Up.
Look at the fuse on this one. Explains why there's a premium on Imperials.
You're just enemies out here? And an item.
This won't be easy.
Garuda, lend me your strength!
Ow. I really want to master the gouge.
Too slow.
Because it with a faster cooldown, that feels like it could be really broken. Ow, ow. Casually taking my entire health bar of damage. Oh, cool. Jill knows Cure. Wow, these guys were still on my ass for, like, from miles away. That was a fun little distraction. Hey, look, a side quest.
They never finished building the bridge then.
After what happened at Phoenix Gate, it didn't seem the highest priority.
What's up?
Oi! Stop and give me an hand. Here, you couldn't give me an hand, could you? Typical. A bloody bearer. And just when I thought my luck had changed. Still, better a crumb of crystal than an empty hand, I suppose. Though it pains me to use another man's branded. Here, you understand me, don't you? I need your help. These blasted birds must have caught a whiff of my cargo, and now they've got me surrounded. And it was funny late as it was. I've got something special needs delivering before the rest, but I dare not leave my cart untended. You couldn't run it up to Martha's Rest for me, could you? Needs to get there quick, mind.
Might as well.
Fine.
That's the spirit. All right. Here. You hand that to the stable master and no one else. I'm owed a little something for it. If he gives it to you, pass it along to your master by way of thanks. Be off with you then, and don't go taking any detours on the way.
So what I'm hearing is go all over the place before delivering this. Gosh, like, I say it every stream of this game, but this game is very pretty.
Martha's Rest.
That's one of our branded. Do we take him in?
He's not one of ours. Look, he's with his master.
Here.
You're the stable master. I was asked to deliver this to you.
This is for me, right enough. Not sure what some bearer's doing bringing it to me, though. Where's that fool of a peddler got to?
He couldn't come himself. His cart's surrounded by wild chocobos.
Huh. Sounds about right. He'll have it full of Gizal greens, no doubt. Crammed with him, if I know him.
Gizal greens?
Chocobos go mad for them, don't they? And if you forget to seal the cart up tight, the smell gets out, and birds come running from miles around. Don't get me wrong. They're a fine investment for a savvy merchant, especially around these parts. But you can't get greedy, as our mutual friend is learning the hard way. Still, I got my wares, and that's all that matters. Be sure to pass your master my regards.
Whole 18 experience points. Cool. Also, speaking of experience points, I actually have ability points I can use. I'm very tempted to start saving again to get Gouge upgraded, but Okay, so... Okay, so I think I want... Oh wait, I don't have enough AP for that. Okay.
Good girl. You get some rest now. You barely have to step out your front door.
What Final Fantasy game was it that introduced chocobos?
I wonder if Martha is as friendly as Gav claims.
Let's go and find out, shall we?
There he goes to East Pool. Leave him in the pod.
Guy sounded like Matt Mercer. Would have had to be an early one. I know that they're in 6. I just don't know if they were in any earlier ones.
Back when we had proper leaders and proper trades, not just selling out.
Up.
Excuse me. Would you happen to be the landlady?
Depends who's asking, and why they have an Imperial bearer with them.
For protection, which hopefully won't be needed. If you can advise me on the safest route to the west.
It's your friend here I'd be worried about. Bearers don't have an easy time of it in Rosaria. Even a Stratton lad like him might attract the wrong kind of attention. And if he gets nabbed, it ain't likely to end well for you either.
Then we'll just have to stay out of the malicious way. Gav said you might be able to help us.
Follow me.
Is that actual Final Fantasy 2 or is that FF2 that's FF4?
Sorry for before. Can't be too wary of strangers asking questions in our game. I'm Martha, an old friend of Sid's. He said he had high hopes for a bearer who joined recently. I expect that's you. So, where is it you're headed?
For Phoenix Gate. We have questions that need answering.
Is that so?
Actual
Well,
2,
if you
not
want to
fake
avoid
2.
the garrison, the road through Eastpool's your best bet. Or it would be, if the bridge hadn't collapsed. A right bloomin' nuisance it is. We've had no trade with the village for weeks. I did ask our carpenter to take a look at it. But he went out on another job, and he hasn't come back.
Do you think something might have happened to him?
Fingers crossed he's just taking his time. The alternative don't bear thinking about.
We'll find him. And make sure he's safe. We both need that bridge repaired. Your carpenter sounds like the man to do it.
I see why Sid's got such a soft spot for you. If you could, I'd be in your debt.
You said that he went out on a job?
Right. He went down into the marshes to check on another bridge. The one by the Fallen Gate.
The marshes were dangerous at the best of times. We should hurry.
There's a ladder to the side of the gate. That's the quickest way down, if you've a head for heights. His name is Bernard. Should you find him well, tell him Martha sent you, and that he's wanted at the bridge to Eastpool.
Let me guess, we're gonna have to fight another, Marlborough.
To the marshes, then. Let's find that ladder.
Are there any more side quests? The shop.
Come and have a look. Don't be
Fresh
shy.
cuts, fresh cuts. Get your fresh cuts here.
An elevator here.
Make sure you're aiming that at the fish there, son. Keep them nice and fresh.
There he goes to Eastpool.
Here's the gate. And that must be the ladder.
Why did that ladder just make me think of Bloodborne? What is it about that ladder specifically that made me think of Bloodborne?
I don't care what your orders are, Brandon.
Get away from me!
What was that?
It came from under the bridge. Come on. There he is.
Hold on, we're coming.
That's enough. Stay down.
Having fun over here, Jill?
It's over.
British.
Thank you, my lady. You saved my life.
Not at all. You're Bernard the carpenter, yes?
I am. I didn't realize my name was known so widely.
I'm a friend of Martha's. She asked us to come and find you.
Well, I'm very grateful for it. I just finished checking these piles when I turn around. I see a gang of slavering monsters looking to feast on my flesh. If you hadn't come when you did, I'd have been snipped into strips by now.
We're just glad you're safe.
Now go fix the bridge.
I best go and give my regards to the landlady then, eh?
Actually, she asked that if we found you, we should beg you make haste to repair the bridge to Eastpool.
Of course. I said I'd take a look at it, but it clean slipped my mind. I'll head up there straight away. The trusses are still sturdy. It's just a matter of replacing the stringers and relining the deck. I'll have it done in no time.
Thank you, Bernard. We were hoping to take the road to Eastpool ourselves. We're very grateful for your help. And sorry for asking this of you after what you've been through.
I owe you my life. Fixing a bridge is the least I can do. Thank you, my lady. And you too, son. You're with Sid, ain't ya? Me and him, we go way back. Not as far as Martha, mind, but far enough.
I see.
Well, I best get cracking then. You go and let Martha know I'm all right, and she'll have her bridge back soon enough.
We will.
I have a stupid question. Do you think these rectangles on Clive's armor are like metal plates? I know that this is like, at least I think this is an actual like type of armor. I just don't know if that's what it is or if it's something else, or if I'm just imagining it being a real thing.
If it weren't for that mark,
You ain't pulled that sword from its scabbard in days. Come on.
I give that attempt at seduction like a 4 out of 10. That's like amateur D&D bard level seduction there.
Ah, you're back. What happened? Did you find Bernard?
We did. He's fine, and he'll have the bridge to Eastpool repaired soon.
Well, thank the Founder for that.
It was lucky we found him when we did. The creatures out there are not to be trifled with.
It's the Blight's fault. They'd nothing to eat in the north, so they come down here hunting for food. He can't keep going out alone. I'll have to arrange a guard for him. But anyway, thank you. I don't
Bridges
have
are
a lot
fixed
to
when
offer
they're
in return,
fixed.
but you're welcome
Hero
to rest
Emiya,
here until
probably.
the repairs are finished.
We'd be delighted.
You know, I think I swear I'm gonna be talking about
Can I get you a
14
drink or anything,
the
by
entire
way?
time.
Flagon of Imperial Gold, perhaps? Tastes like swill, but it'll slake a thirst.
No, thank you. I prefer the truth about why there are so few bearers around here.
Yes. There were more of them when we were young. Far more.
Is this the Empire's doing? Have they been sent away?
They have, aye. Either to the Legions or Oriflamme. Seems the miners at Drake's Head are having a hard time keeping up with demand of late, so the bearers make up the shortfall. Time was they used to dole out crystals like sugar plums even down here in the provinces, but not anymore. Nowadays, they'll jump at any excuse to confiscate our bearers so they can be put to work elsewhere. I always knew the Empire treated their branded like shit, but after seeing it with my own eyes, well...
Ah, Thea! Congratulations on the new arrival. And you got the little laddie with you?
It was a bearer. The boy I carried for 9 long moons. A bloody bearer.
Oh, you poor thing. You gave it to the constables then?
Just left it at the garrison, I let them deal with it. Couldn't wait to be rid of the blasted thing. Been wanting it gone since the moment I found out.
Well, it's all dealt with now. So no harm done, eh?
Mum, you weren't my brother, was he?
No. But you'll have one soon enough. You just have to be patient. All right?
All right.
Unbelievable, innit? Bearers may have been looked down on back in Archduke Elwin's day, but they were still human beings. Now they've fallen so far, a beggar wouldn't spit on them. Since you're not drinking, do me a favour and take that to the Abbey. There's a darkness at the heart of this world, and I'd have you see it.
And we'll see it at an abbey?
Glademond Abbey, on the shore of Sorrowwise Bay. The abbot there is a friend. Tell him Martha sent you, and he'll show you what I mean.
Understood.
I don't like that. Oh, whoa, this is way out over here.
Make sure you're aiming that at the fish there, son. Keep them nice and fresh.
Fresh cuts. Get your fresh cuts here.
I appreciate that this game isn't scared to let multiple voice clips play over each other.
I knew that children were tested, that a bearer's fate was decided at birth.
And assumed it was best for all concerned. I know. But for a child to be blamed, to be hated by its parents through no fault of its own.
We knew nothing of what it meant to be born that way, did we?
No. Snakes.
I fought a couple of these in 14. They look very different, though.
That's enough.
Stealing my kill. Both Jill and Torgal. I feel like for most of the game I'm gonna be running around with Garuda as my equipped skill set, just because Garuda's skill set seems to be really good.
Finished.
Get over here. Just a chocobo vibing over here. Up. Oh. I didn't want to attack you, but you initiated the combat. I feel bad about that. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to pet the chocobo. There you go, Jill. How does that feel? Also, I like that there's no cooldown on Deadly Embrace. You can just kind of spam it out as needed.
What darkness awaits us within, I wonder.
Let's go and see.
Yes, yes, you've seen me. Now leave me alone. Thank you. Could you imagine if you had to wait until you could start attacking flying enemies again? Well, you can jump up to get flying enemies, but it's not consistent.
I'm afraid the Abbey is not open for public prayer. May Griga go with you?
We came to offer a donation. From Martha.
I see. Then please, follow me.
I'm looking at my fucked up murder basement.
I don't want to die. Please, Father. Something for the pain. I beg you. The light. Ifrit. I don't want to die alone. It's all right. I'm here.
Who are these people?
Martha's bearers. She entrusted them to my care, that I might ease their suffering. To the extent that I can. For the time they have left.
curse has taken them. All of them.
As it does every bearer forced to use their gift. With each draw on the ether, their bodies petrify, till all that remains is stone and pain, and so they are cast aside. There is nothing either Martha or I can do to change that, but we can at least strive to make their final hours a little more bearable. Have faith, my son, for you shall rise again and find the happiness denied you in this life.
Thank you, Father.
I must offer you my own thanks for the medicine you so kindly brought. Now, their final moments may be moments of peace. When next you see Martha, pray tell her that 2 more have succumbed.
Gosh, that's some heavy shit.
We should get back to Martha's Rest.
Yes, we should.
It wasn't exactly a murder basement. It depends on your definition of murder. I guess it would be more apt to call it a death basement than a murder basement, but yeah. But yeah, like, that's some heavy shit.
Fresh cuts, fresh cuts.
Don't be shy.
Turnips. Make sure you're aiming that at the fish there, son. Keep them nice and
You know,
fresh.
completely, like, off topic, I feel like there needs to be a, I feel like there needs to be different, like, tiers of M rating. Because sometimes you get, like, games that are just, you know, have sexual content in them that are labeled as M-rated games, and other times you get, like, deep existential dread shit from M-rated games, and it feels like they need different markers on them.
Ah, you're back. Thanks for taking care of that.
The abbot had a message for you. 2 more have succumbed.
I see.
That fishmonger's son really isn't learning how to aim at the fish.
So, now you know, eh?
I've seen plenty of bearers die on the battlefield. But never like that.
And all because they were born different. The powers that be can't take away their gift, so they strip them of their humanity instead. Oh, there's plenty who pity a bearer's plight. But so long as we're content to sit around, weeping for those on whose broken backs we're carried, we ain't gonna change nothing.
And so you lend Sid your strength.
What little of it I have. Used profits from this place to buy the poor buggers.
So when the abbot told us the bearers were yours...
Aye, they're my property, at least by law. Any still fit to work fetch a price beyond my means. All I can do is care for those who are past mending. But it's not all doom and gloom. Bernard's finished fixing that bridge for you. You can carry on to Eastpool now. You got questions that need answering, ain't you? Well, I wish you luck.
Thank you, Martha.
Oh, I almost
It's
forgot.
not all doom and gloom. You just watched
Sid
a man
and I
die.
have other friends in Rosaria. Wear this, and they'll know you for one of us. And know that you will always be welcome here. You were right, Sid. It really is them. Lord Rosfield and Lady Warwick have come back to us. And long may they stay.
You know, completely random thing. I have really high hopes for one thing in this game. I really hope that they don't kill Clive off at the end.
Sid.
Ah, Clive. You're not where I left you.
Hurt your hand.
I did, aye. With 1,000 little lightning bolts. Can't fling them around the way I used to. Think of it as my decoration for long service and exemplary misconduct. But you didn't come here to compare war wounds.
We didn't.
Thank you, Sid. For everything.
If you want to leave, that's your lookout. I'm sure you'll have a long and happy life together if you stay out of my way.
Sid!
He usually just lights it with his hands.
I knew a girl, back in the day. She was a slave to her fate, just like you.
But he can't do that because can't show that he can use magic without crystals in public here.
For a while, I even thought I could. But just because you think something doesn't make it true.
Sid.
I'm no savior. Just a conceited old fool. I talk about people forging their own futures. But instead of handing them the hammer, I beat them with my own. And if no bugger wants to listen to what you've got to say, you might as well keep your gob shut. But Clive, I will say this. You're not a monster. You're the same man you've always been. Accept that, and you may yet escape your fate.
My fate?
Look, lad, you've had a hard life. And I don't see it getting much easier. You might not be able to save anyone else, but at the very least, you can save yourself.
I'll try.
And Jill, I'm sorry we didn't get a chance to talk, but I trust you'll take good care of the boy.
Yes, I will.
Is that the last of it?
Aye.
We best head back then. Wouldn't want to keep Nan waiting. Ta-ra then.
Don't worry, we'll come back and get you, Sid. I don't want you to die when the stronghold gets attacked eventually. It's like it's a classic like RPG thing.
I have to find him before the Imperials do. Can't talk now, Oh, you're Clive, aren't you? Martha told me all about you. Word is you're a devil with that blade.
You look like you're in a hurry. Where are you going?
Not far, I hope. But I dare not waste a moment. It might cost a man his life.
Sounds serious. What happened?
Not so much what happened as what might. They've discovered he's a bearer, see? And now, one of his erstwhile friends and neighbors wants to see him clapped in chains.
Where is this bearer?
He wasn't fool enough to wait for the Imperials to arrive. Poor sod took to the road, left his whole life behind. But they'll be after him before long. I need to find him and get him to safety, fast. Here. If you've the time and the inclination, I could do with a hand. Will you help me find him?
Of course.
Of course. We bearers have to look out for each other.
Thank you, Clive. With your help, we might catch up with him yet. His name's Norris. We need to find him and get him to Martha before the Imperials sniff him out.
You found him yet? You won't catch a bastard standing around clucking like old hens. That fucking snake played me false, acted like he was one of us, and the whole time he was one of them. We need him caught and handed over to the Imperials. Hanging's too good for him. Well, go on then. If he gets away, I'll see you fitted for a noose.
All right, Ronald. We were just leaving. Look, this one's here to help. I was just filling him in.
Ha! Send a bearer to catch a bearer, is it? Not bloody likely. That's it. I'll find the bastard myself.
Come on now, Ron. It's dangerous out there. We wouldn't want you to come to any harm.
No, we do.
You want something done right, you don't send a bearer.
Clive, this might take a while. You start hunting our man, and I'll be along once I put Ronald's mind at ease. Someone said they saw Norris heading for the Fallen Gate. Maybe you could ask if anyone over that way knows anything. We have to find him. Don't let him slip through our grasp.
I better find this Norris before Ronald takes matters into his own hands. Bearers are hardly difficult to spot. What did he mean about being played false, I wonder?
What's up? You're like 20 feet away. Oh wait, this isn't Norris.
You don't know a man called Norris, do you?
I do, as it happens. He ran off that way not too long back. Looked like he was in a right old hurry. And he had a lantern with him for some reason. Never known him to stay out after dark.
He was making for the marshes then. All right. Thank you.
And sad. Game won't let me just jump down.
Here, you're that bearer who works for Martha, aren't you? Can you give me a hand? Curse my luck. I dropped my crystal off a cliff into the bloody swamp like an utter fool. Now, I've not got your knack, see, and I need that shard to chill my fish if I'm to take him to market. Well, it's just a short climb down. I'll make it worth your while.
Why does your face look like it's made of plastic?
I can't promise anything.
Well, just promise you'll look. Ah, there may be one thing I failed to mention about the crystal. A creature might have already claimed it.
Claimed it?
All right, eating it, but only might have, you understand. There were a lot of bog crabs down there. Nasty buggers, them.
Sounds like I need to break a few shells.
Oh, don't worry, there weren't too many of them. A veritable walk in the marsh, as they say, the ladders, right over there.
Okay, good. I was about to say, I'm pretty sure that having, that you can have multiple quests started at the same time. This is your brain on FF14. You keep looking up at the top right for a minimap when there isn't one.
Martha said the blight had spread even further south, pushing yet more monsters down with it. I dare say we'll be seeing a few along the way.
Then we shall have to keep our wits about us.
Wow, this, that side quest's a bit further away than I thought that it was. You know, I wasn't expecting these to be actual attackable energies. I wasn't expecting them to be actual enemies. Okay. Side questing. How did you drop your crystal this far off the cliff? You sure your son didn't just, like, huck it?
Never heard of crabs eating crystal. This should be interesting.
You know, I keep forgetting that I have the charge move.
It's over. Yeah. It's over.
Oh, cool! You can magic burst out of the lunge. Imagine Sayaka throwing the soul gem in Madoka Magica, yeah. Except actually that was Madoka that threw that, now that I'm thinking about it. I know far too many things about that show.
Stay down.
Though I still haven't watched any of Magia Record, even though I've heard that it's pretty good.
No point spending any more time down here than I have to.
Actually, let's just go and do this real quick.
You can't have got far. I better keep my eyes peeled.
Is this it? Nope, this is it.
A lantern. The one Norris was carrying, no doubt. At least I know which way he went.
Definitely not directly towards this very clearly marked building.
Someone made short work of them. I wonder if that someone was Norris.
What's up?
Norris, I presume.
Leave me be.
You were never branded. So that's how you stayed hidden.
Ronald sent you after me, did he? Set an Imperial dog on his best friend. And when we were so close. I'll never forget the hatred in his eyes. But it doesn't matter now. I will not become a slave. As one bearer to another, please. Don't do this. You know how they treat our kind.
Ronald didn't send me. One of Martha's men did. He wanted to make sure you were safe.
I don't understand.
Martha takes in bearers. She's a friend. You can trust her. Believe me.
I never knew. I can't say I'm surprised, though. She has a kind heart. Kinder than most.
Just wait here and stay out of sight. You'll be among friends soon enough.
Thank you. There's few would have been so kind. And... sorry. You're no Imperial dog. Far from it.
I've been called worse. Oh. I found a lantern back there. I assume it's yours.
Thanks. I dropped it when those creatures attacked me. But... if I'm honest, I wasn't all that sorry to be rid of it. Ron gave it to me.
All right. I'll keep hold of it. I might be able to use it to put an end to the Imperial Surge before it begins. A bearer without a brand. To have lived free for so many years. Only to be betrayed by a friend.
Why, Ron? After all these years, you were like a brother to me. I'm sorry. It's been a hard day. I'll be here when Martha's man comes looking. Why, Ron? After all these years...
What's up? I brought back your crystal out of the gut of a crab.
Well, any luck?
Yours, I presume.
You found it! Oh, thank you!
His face still looks like it's made of plastic.
Any longer out in the sun and my catch would have made for poor eating indeed.
Be more careful next time.
Oh, I will, I promise. No point casting my nets of a morning if I'm without a crystal to see the catch to town. There was a time honest tax-paying folk could get new ones whenever they wanted. Can't now, though, not for love nor money. Crystals are scarce, and the Empire tightens its purse strings more every day. Lose this little beauty again, and I might as well scrap my nets and take to begging.
I think why his face looks so, like, artificial is because, like, the bottom chunk of his face moves, but the rest of his... That was okay. That was really weird. The camera zoomed out and he just barely passed Clive and he snapped down into the new position, so it looked like a weird like video transition where you have something panned by the camera to change it.
There you are, Clive. How goes the search?
Well branded. Have you found the bastard yet?
Only what was left of him. A corpse, torn apart by monsters. And this.
Let me see that. No. It can't be.
Shall we consider that the end of the matter, then? Or do you need to see a body?
No. I mean, I've no use for bearer bones. He's dead. Let that be an end to it. Only wish those whose job it was had done what they were supposed to do and spotted him sooner. Letting a bearer go about without a brand? It's not right, I tell ya. Who'll want anything to do with me now, eh? There goes the bearer lover, they'll say. I'll be a laughing stock.
Is it true, Clive? Is Norris really...
He's alive. You'll find him in a hut in the marshes. He's expecting you.
Oh, you crafty. Still, you did the right thing. Thank you. It's not much considering, but please, take this.
Do we have enough SP to upgrade Gouge yet? We do. Now we have better Gouge. And off we go to the next waypoint.
I hear the levies are due to go up again. Thunder help us.
Don't you worry about them boards. I use good solid lumber. It's the base on the other side you want to be careful of.
Don't worry, I know my way around a sword.
It's over.
I like how that kick does the same amount of damage as the stab.
It's over.
It's difficult for my brain to be like, hey, you know, we should stop mashing the attack button. Hey, you're not Adamantoise. That nearly shredded half the bar by itself, Jesus. Hits from that, according to the counter on the side. Oh, that's cool. You actually have to hit this thing from the front.
Not this time.
wasn't sure if that was gonna come towards me or not, but... Yeah, the individual hits from Gouge don't seem to do a whole lot.
Better already. Not this time.
It seems like Gouge is mostly intended to be used for really heavy stagger damage.
Not this time.
Really? Get out of here. We're worth a decent chunk of experience, though. Your name is Footpad?
Nice boots you've got there. Hand him over.
That's enough. Stay down.
Welcome back, Squiggles. How are you doing? Wow, those guys were worth a lot of experience for, like, how easy that encounter was. You're doing good? Nice. How far are we now? I've immediately spaced her name. We're back in Rosaria. We're on our way to Eastpool, it seems.
You there! Over here! Excuse me, I'll use that blade of yours. Ugh, curse my luck. I'm branded. No time to haggle with whoever holds your leash. Wait. That's the slumbering chocobo you're wearing. You and the Marfors, are you? Good. She won't begrudge me the use of you, then. Well, there's wolves about. We tried dealing with them ourselves. Laid out bait, thinking we might swoop in and slaughter the lot. But we didn't expect the pack to be quite so bloody big.
I expect the blight drove them here. They must have fled their homes for greener pastures.
Well, we'd hoped empty bellies might make them easy prey. We'd made them mean instead. Martha's no fool, so she must see something in you. Do us a favor and get rid of them, will you?
All right. I suppose those wolves pose a threat to everyone.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. I'd wager the greedy bastards are still over yonder, finishing off our bait. When you've seen to every last one of them, go and speak to my friend over the bridge. Bryce, his name is. He'll want to know if it's safe to come across. All right, off you go then.
Also, Squiggles, I made it to the Ifrit boss fight in FF14. Cool boss fight. I wish that it used the normal attack indicators for it, because I didn't realize that I was supposed to go right up next to him when he was doing the big Nova attack that covers the entire arena. game will do that often. What? Why did it recover to full health? Bosses will have custom telegraphs and untelegraphed moves.
That's enough. You lose.
Cool boss fight though. It just took me a couple tries after I was like, oh wait, this is a big AoE attack. I should get in right up close to him.
That's enough. Now to find this Bryce, let him know the road's safe.
Yeah, I feel like A Realm Reborn is finally starting to actually like get interesting.
Wonder how long that bait'll last.
You, Bryce?
What's it to you, bearer?
Your friend asked me to get rid of the wolves, so I got rid of the wolves.
You'd have me believe a single bearer slew the entire pack. Then again, if you didn't, you wouldn't be on this side of the bridge. Bugger me, you're a tough one, aren't you? Oh, Frederick! You wily bastard. I'd never thought to pit beast against beast like that. You served us well, bearer. Be sure to pass our thanks to your master.
I'm making so much money. So much money, but so little to spend it on. That's how I feel in 14 as well.
The windmills. That must be Easthall.
I feel like in 14, gold is main, or gil, I guess, is like only used for fast traveling. I know that there's like the market board in the full version of the game, but I'm still playing the free trial, so.
When I was young, Rosaria seemed a very different place back then.
Drink up now, my darlings. Quiet, isn't it?
Yes.
You're Clive Rossfield.
No, I'm not.
It's me, Hannah, Rodney Murdoch's wife.
Lady Hannah.
Oh, I knew it was you. You haven't changed at all. The Lord Marquis and Jill too. It's so good to see you both again.
It's good to see you too, Lady Hannah.
If you have time, you simply must come back to the house. I haven't much to offer, but what is mine is yours.
We should be delighted.
I'm enjoying the story.
And you have been wandering the world ever since. I can well understand fleeing from those iron blood brutes. But oh, to take to the road at such a tender age.
It also definitely earns its M rating.
It wasn't easy, but we survived, and...
And now we're back. It's wonderful to see you safe and well, Lady Hannah. Do you think you will stay here, in Eastpool? Rosalith still enjoys the Mother Crystal's blessing, does it not? You could always move.
This house holds a lot of memories for me. So long as I can live here in peace, here I shall stay. Not that it matters. The capital is closed to civilians, by order of the Duchess. Or should I say, Her Imperial Majesty. Annabella's marriage to the Emperor of Sambrec heralded a great many changes here.
Yes. Of course.
Oh, forgive me. I didn't mean to...
Please. There is nothing to forgive. Would my mother not make an exception for you and your husband? Surely she would not refuse the Lord Commander.
You haven't heard, then. Rodney passed away on the night of the fire. He never returned from Phoenix Gate.
I'm sorry.
I was about to say, Rodney was one of the guys that got incinerated, right?
My poor child. You look pale. All this traveling must have taken its toll. I insist you rest. We can talk later. Hmm?
Are you sure you don't want to sleep inside?
I can't. Not after what I did.
Lady Hannah said she would prepare a change of clothes for you in the morning. She really has been very kind.
Years of killing. 13 years without the faintest glimmer of hope. It was only Joshua that kept me going. I swore that I would avenge his death. That I would kill his killer. That was the only thing that gave my life any meaning. But if it was me who killed Joshua and Murdoch and all the others, then why the hell am I still breathing?
I ask myself the same. When I fought, hundreds died. There were so many bodies, so many lives cut short in their prime. That day in Dalmekia, I wanted to join them. I wanted it all to end. I couldn't bear it anymore. If living meant being that, better to be just another body.
I'm sorry.
Do you remember that night on the balcony? When we looked up at the moon? I said a prayer to Metia, and that prayer was answered. You came back to me. The heavens must have a plan for us. We should get some rest.
Right.
Good night, Clive.
Clive's sleeping in the fuckboy pose.
Sleep well.
Thank you, Lady Hannah. Perhaps now people will not flee at the sight of me.
You look just like Elwyn did when he was your age.
How did you come to have some of my father's old clothes?
Oh, before Elwyn became Archduke, our families would often summer together. He and Rodney were like brothers. These clothes have been in a wardrobe for years, collecting cobwebs along with everything else.
Well, I'm very grateful for them. And sorry for depriving you of your memories.
Not at all. It's what your father would have wanted.
They suit you well.
He looks good in them.
Thank you, Lady Hannah.
Yes, thank you. You've been most kind.
No, I should thank you. It may only have been for a short while, but seeing you again took me back to happier times. Fare you well, my lord and lady.
And you, Lady Hannah.
Cool.
If we follow the road to the north, it should take us all the way to Phoenix Gate. Let's go.
I like this outfit. This outfit looks good. Oh, it actually equipped a whole bunch of gear for me. Cool. Invictus. It's better than my current weapon. I really hope that it doesn't have slower swing speed though. What's up? You got potions?
Anything take your fancy? Doesn't look like you can carry any more. Safe travels.
Okay, so... Cool, we can go back to the blacksmith real quick. Sid, we're back for like 2 seconds.
Well? What do you want?
I can't upgrade Invictus at all. Or any of my other upgraded, or any of my other purple gear. I do want to see if I can talk to Sid in his,
Let's get this fixed before someone doesn't.
I want to see if I can talk to Sid in his office. You're not Sid. Cool, that was a waste of time.
I fear that the old road to Phoenix Gate was lost to the Blight many years ago. Have care out there, both of you.
Starting to think more and more that the Blight is just a result of people overusing magic.
You? Those are Elwyn's. By the flames. You're his firstborn. Clive Rosfield.
You're mistaken.
Oh, you can't fool me, my lord. You're the very image of your father. And that would be true even if you weren't wearing his clothes. The self-same garments Hannah was keeping for you, if I'm not mistaken. She always swore that she would never part with them until the day Elwyn's sons returned. And now that day has come. Why, you'll be able to take your bearers back as well.
My bearers? Forgive me, Master Mayor. I was a child when last I came to Eastpool. I didn't recognize you.
Oh, I'd be surprised if you recognized anything at all. Much has changed since Rosaria fell to the Empire. Not least for the bearers, who once served her noble families. When the Ironbloods sacked Rosalith 13 years back, many who lost their masters fled here in search of sanctuary.
And never returned.
Aye. The plan was to send them home once we'd won back the capital. But then the Imperials arrived. Rosaria became a province of Sanbreque. The duchy was dissolved, and they no longer had any home to return to. Back
Sounds like it's time to initiate a coup.
Any bearer who lost their master became a ward of the duchy. We'd hand them over to the sheriffs, and they'd be assigned a new position. But when we saw how the Empire treated their branded, we knew that wasn't an option. So they've been here ever since.
And now you want to give them to me?
They're yours by right, Lord Rosfield. Bequeathed you by your late father. And they'd be better off serving you than hiding here. Indeed, many of them used to serve your house, and still considered the Rosfields their masters.
I'm no one's master. Not anymore. They wouldn't be safe with me.
I understand. You'll forgive an old man his fanciful notions. Been daydreaming for too long. But still, I would ask a favor of you. A small mercy.
If it is within my power.
One of the bearers is an elderly fellow who still swears absolute loyalty to Archduke Elwyn. I don't ask that you take him into your service, only that you meet with him. Let him see that Elwyn's son still lives, and that he's as fine a man as his father ever was.
It would be my honor.
Thank you, my lord. He sits by the well most days, watching the people go about their business. If you could show him your face, I would be most grateful.
Back in the day.
As fine a man as my father.
You're not so very different, you know. Especially dressed like that. Come on, let's go and meet that bearer.
Not sure this harvest.
Hello?
He's not here.
Well, I can't leave without meeting him. I've let the mayor down once already. It will be cruel to disappoint him again.
All right, let's ask around. Someone must have seen him.
Up.
Good day, milady. What can I do for you?
I'm looking for a bearer, an elderly fellow who used to serve the Rosfields. Have you seen him?
Ah, that old loon. No sign of him today. Funny, he's usually down by the well at this hour, cooking up his fantasy feasts.
I'm sorry?
Oh, he worked in the kitchens at Rosalith Castle back in the day. Still thinks he's there now. You'd often hear the poor fool chatting away to the Archduke. Living in a dream he is. But better there than here, I suppose. Can't imagine the Vicereine stopping to trade tales with a bearer. Can you?
No.
Anyway, you'll be round here somewhere. Doubt he has the path to stray too far.
Thank you. We'll keep looking.
Well now, unfamiliar faces. What brings you to Eastpool, travelers?
We're looking for an elderly bearer. You wouldn't happen to have seen him, would you?
Ah, you mean the old boy who always waits by the well?
Yes, that's him.
What business do you have with him, if you don't mind me asking? You're not from the capital too, are you?
We are, in a way.
Well then, it's a pleasure to meet a fellow Rosalithian. I was born and raised down Market Street, and never would have left if Archduke Elwyn had survived the fire. It wasn't the same when the Duchess took over, though. All the beatings, the evictions, the levies going up and up and up, even as the blight took half the harvest. Oh, listen to me.
Boss
Telling
fight
you
against
what
the
you
queen,
already know.
please.
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I can't help you with your bearer either, though I doubt he'll have gone far. He comes here every day, almost as if he's waiting for something.
We'll keep asking around then. Thank you.
Just stared awkwardly at each other for a little bit.
Oh, hold on a mo. Patrick the Chocobo Keeper might know where your bearer is. He's taken the old boy under his wing, so to speak. You should go and have a word with him. He'll be in the stables.
Patrick the Chocobo Keeper. Thank you. We will.
He's acting suspicious.
Sorry, Jill. For making you do all this in my stead.
It can't be helped if we're to keep up the pretense. Come on, let's head for the stables.
Why is bunny hopping actually slightly faster than just walking?
Where the bloody hell's he got to?
Excuse me, but is something the matter?
It's this bearer I've been minding. I take my eyes off him for 1 minute and he disappears. He's not in his usual spot by the well, nor anywhere else in the village.
You must be Patrick.
I am, but...
And this bearer you're looking for, he's an elderly man who used to work in the Rosalith Castle kitchens, yes?
That's the fella. How do you know all this? I've never seen you in Eastpool before, but you seem to know the place better than I do myself.
so that's how it is. Well then, if you're acting under orders of the mayor, you're on about to help me find him. He's been losing what little sense he had left of late, saying the sheriffs are coming to collect him and that he needs to go back to the castle. I was supposed to watch over him, keep him out of trouble. But if he's walked out on us, there's not a lot I can do.
Understood. You keep searching here, we'll look for him outside.
Thank you. I'm in your debt.
You know, I just realized Clive has got to have some serious upper body
Hope he
strength.
hasn't wandered into trouble.
Let's just concentrate on finding him.
Using a sword that big with one hand. Because he has his other hand free for magic.
Still no sign. Could he have strayed even further?
Yeah, he uses this one-handed. That's a big-ass sword to be one-handing. Got that Ifrit strength. He needs the abilities of an icon to be able to
Look. There's someone over there.
It might be him. We should hurry. Company.
We can't lead them to the old man. They need to die.
Agreed.
You lose.
Get over here. I'm glad that these enemies don't have a ton of health.
Wake wind. It's over.
A whole 16 experience? You flatter me, game.
Are you all right, my friend? Come on. Let's go home.
Your Grace, you came for me. I waited for you so long, but you finally came.
I'm not who you think.
Clive.
Yes. Pray forgive my long delay.
It's nothing, Your Grace. I prayed to the Founder that you would come, and at long last, he answered. Will we be returning to the castle, then? There is still a place for me in the kitchens?
No, my friend. We will not be returning to the castle, not yet. I'm on a very important expedition. One which may take some time. Could you wait for me in Eastpool until my journey is complete? I will come back for you then. I promise.
Of course, Your Grace. For you, I would gladly wait until my dying day.
Thank you, both of you. You've been most kind. The memory of serving the late Archduke was as one light in the darkness, and now that light burns a little more brightly. It's nothing but a fantasy, of course, but it's better than the truth of the matter. A damn sight better. The blight is on our doorstep. Our harvests are failing, The people are leaving in droves. If it weren't for Lady Hannah selling half her worldly goods to provide for the few of us who stayed behind, we would long since have starved. We want to keep the bearers safe here, we really do. But unless a miracle happens, we won't be able to spare a crust of bread to share between them soon enough.
Is it really that bad?
So bad, I even petitioned the Imperial garrison to take them. But when they found out where they'd come from, they damn near spat in our faces. Ducal dogs, they called them. Enemies of the Empire.
I know a man named Sid, who would gladly give a home to any bearer in need of one. Leave this with me. As soon as I return from Phoenix Gate, I'll speak with him.
Thank you, my lord. Will you be passing through Eastpool on your way back? I should very much like to speak with you again, if you have the time, regarding the future of the village, and what might be done for Lady Hannah, after all she's done for us.
Yes, of course. I'll be back anon.
Fare you well, my lord, my lady. I wish you a safe journey.
I keep getting crafting materials, but I don't have anything I can craft currently. Okay, give me just a minute. I will be back in just a moment. Hopefully it shouldn't take too long. Shit, I totally forgot to put the BRB text on screen. Whoops. Off we go to Phoenix Gate. Game's like, hey, it's been a bit since you've had to use the adaptive trigger thing.
The Deadlands are aptly named.
I didn't realize they were this close.
Yeah, like right outside the gate.
The blight is leaching the ether from the soil. And when the last drop is drained, their fields will turn to this. No plants, no animals, no life.
And no monsters. I suppose that's one small mercy.
Was that a bird that just fell and got dusted?
We won't be able to use any magic here.
Another thing to worry about. As if the absence of ether didn't cause enough problems.
Take away the land's life force, and problems are all that's left.
This is a fancy looking door.
What's this? Another relic of the fallen.
Nothing we can interact with currently. Also, they aren't kidding. You actually genuinely just can't use magic here.
I can hardly imagine what this place used to look like before the Blight took it.
I remember. It was beautiful.
That pillar out in the distance, it reminds me of the forget what it's called. The thing from Dead Space. I think it's Dead Space 3, the marker.
There it is. Phoenix Gate. Where it all went wrong.
Come on, Clive. It's time to discover the truth.
Are we in a spot that I can use magic again yet? They really didn't touch this place for like 10 years.
It's almost as if time had stood still.
I suppose no one had any cause to return here. No. It's just as I left it. Let's have a look around. Could I have done this?
Could anyone?
Whoa. I didn't remember there being a big-ass crater here.
What is it, Torgal? Clive.
That's him. He's the only one who can tell me what happened. I have to know.
Into the catacombs. This is a boss arena.
Where is he?
Nowhere to be seen.
Damn it! He's like a bloody eel.
What is this place, anyway? Some sort of shrine?
Oh, sorry. You've never been here before. This is the Hall of the Gate.
The gate?
It's a relic of the Fallen. Only the Phoenix's dominant can open it.
Hence the castle's name. This was where Joshua was supposed to...
Yes. He would have stepped through this door the next morning and listened to the words of our ancestors.
Would you have gone with him?
No. The apodatory is holy ground. None but the dominant may enter. I and the other shields would have stood guard here and prayed for my brother's safe return. Where the hell did he go?
Perhaps he went inside.
He couldn't have. He'd need the power of the Phoenix.
All right, out. That is a cool-ass door. I love big ornate doors.
Thank you, Joshua.
Are you sure about this?
Nevermore.
Well, I guess now we know that we can go back and open that door.
Another gate. Let's see if this one opens.
Sure hope it does. Whoa.
Could this place really be a fallen ruin?
You could hardly call it a ruin. It's perfect. Like it was built yesterday.
Have you ever seen anything like this? Jill?
Great job. Oh great, I love Dwemer. I love Dwemer ruins.
What do we do?
The usual. It's over.
You know, these things actually don't have nearly as much health as I thought they did. That was a very quick cut to black there. Didn't even fade out. More enemies.
More trouble.
Thank you for jumping into my AoE. I appreciate it.
That's enough.
These are cool enemies, though. They got lightsabers.
How can these things still function?
How can any of this? This must be what the fallen ruins were like before they fell.
Oh, are we doing time travel? Honestly, I could see it. It definitely wouldn't be the first time that Final Fantasy has done time travel. Time travel is literally the entire point of 13.2. Shiny box. Ooh, a big guy. Are you gonna have a stagger bar? You are. Cool.
Looks like you can take
Enjoy.
it easy.
Then let's give it one.
Not this time.
I appreciate that that attack doesn't progress the stagger bar while it's happening. Honestly, I really like the addition of Deadly Embrace as like a get extra stagger time out of stuff. Ow, ow, ow. Wow, I am mistiming my dodges left and right.
Does any of this make sense to you?
Nope. Let's find the hooded man and leave.
What does Favor of the Wind Gouge do? Oh, more damage on Gouge? I'll take it. Yo, hey Kritika, how are you doing? Give me just a sec. Sorry, that took me a sec to notice that you were raiding, because I was very focused. FF16's going well. How was your stream? What were you streaming? Looked like a fun fight. Yeah. Sea of Stars. That's on my list of games to stream like really soon. I very much would like to stream Sea of Stars. I've seen these in 14. It's really good. Nice. It's one that's been on my radar for a bit. Have you played, if you're enjoying Sea of Stars, have you taken a look at, Chained Echoes, Ortega? I haven't actually played it personally, but, it's one that I'm gonna be streaming eventually, and it looks really cool. And it's in a very similar style. What was that little shimmy walk he did there? He did like a little walk with no upper body movement.
No. At least not that I ever heard about. I imagine the Phoenix would receive a warmer welcome.
Here we go again.
We're going up.
Where will we end up this
Going up.
time?
Surrounded by contraptions hell-bent on murdering us, I expect. Could the hooded man really have taken this path?
We won't know until we've followed it all the way to the end. Come on, let's keep looking.
The real question is, are we actually going to find out who the hooded man is at this point, or is it gonna keep dangling it in front of us? Have our friends taken out both of the other guys? They did.
Flames!
Really want to get rid of the big guy, but he's got so much health. Enjoy getting staggered. I like that the 1-2 combo on that actually just like is a stagger. There we go. Chained Echoes kind of gives you some Chrono Trigger vibes with some other game you don't remember the name of. The whole thing with the mech combat reminds me a lot of Xenogears. But I'm also a huge Xenogears nerd, so...
Stay down.
This is definitely a game that I'm a lot quieter when playing.
Look out! There's more of them.
Closest experience you have to Gears is Saga. Honestly, I haven't played any of the Saga games. I've played 5 streams of Saga 1. And then the game didn't tell me how to level up, so I was struggling the entire time and not having any fun. And so I quit. And I want to go back to it eventually because I enjoyed the story that Saga is setting up. It's just the gameplay was being difficult. Had a guide when you played as a kid. Understandable, honestly. It doesn't tell you how the skill tree system works at all. Like, it doesn't even tell you that there is a skill tree, and that's the thing that pissed me off. But yeah, if you like Saga, you will really enjoy Blade and Gears. Like, Gears is a long game, but it is one of my favorite games of all time. And the Blade series, Blade 3 is my favorite game of all time. Might just have to add those to your stream list along with FF16. I'm enjoying 16 a lot. Like, good game so far. Definitely earns its M rating though. Just a warning. Oh cool, boss fight.
I don't like this.
Cool. This looks like an FF14 raid boss. Mutual.
Not this time.
Look at it just melt that stagger bar. Actually, now that I'm looking at it, the shield on this thing reminds me of the Tree Sentinel rematch in Elden Ring.
Too slow.
She looks like the girl from FF3 and Bravely Default. Actually, you know, now that you've pointed it out, I can see she does look kind of like Anya's from Bravely Default.
Not this time.
Say goodbye to your stagger bar. The Dragon Tree Sentinel, yeah, the shield looks very much like that shield. And I would know, I got skewered on that shield so many times.
It's drawing in energy.
Not for long, it isn't. With me.
This really is an FF14 boss.
There. It's down.
This is our chance.
I disagree, game, but okay. There was a villain earlier who looks very much like the main character from Parasite Eve. Want Parasite Eve to be remade so badly. I would really like. I've heard nothing but good things about the first Parasite Eve, and I actually managed to find a physical copy of it for a reasonable price at a pawn shop near where I live, which is kind of surprising because, as far as I'm aware, it's a rare game.
Give me fire!
What do you mean you're attacking me? Get gouged, yeah? Gouge is just, like, it might not do a whole lot of damage with each individual hit, but it deals, like, 40 times 30 damage. And deals, like, half of the enemy's stagger bar if you land every hit, so...
It's done.
What are these creatures? And why do they keep attacking us?
Hooded man from behind. Here's your answer.
They're probably asking themselves the same thing. We're the ones trespassing here. They're just protecting their home. Jill, look.
Ooh, cool room.
Is that some kind of mural?
It's worth a closer look, whatever it is.
Stop giving me favors of the wind. I can't equip them all. Gives you some real Hades vibes. Yeah, I can see it. Is this gonna be another boss fight immediately after the boss fight we just had? This is a big open circle. You.
All right then.
Garuda, lend me your strength!
Get bonus staggered, idiot.
This time.
Really? You pushed me away during that? Thresh, but I'll hit you with Thrash.
Flames to me!
Look at his health bar just melt away. Okay, I should actually probably try to dodge this.
Not this time. What the hell was that thing? It wasn't like the others.
It would seem this place holds even more secrets than we thought.
Very gross secrets. Oh, fun, there's no map to this area. Shiny rock.
Look out!
Please attack the enemy that I'm This game has a weird tendency to, like, the auto-targeting has a tendency to flip between multiple targets, seemingly at random. Good job, Jill. Shiny rock. I shall claim it.
Lights.
Well, that did something.
I'm honestly kind of surprised that we're still in this underground ruin. Not that that's a bad thing. I'm just surprised that this part is as long as it is. This is the part where we find out the world is built on some eldritch abomination. Yeah.
Stay down! Stop! Yeah!
This definitely feels like we're doing,
What have we here?
like, some shit's gonna hit the fan.
Fallen wonder.
Something's rumbling. You're rumbling. Your bridge, my lord and my lady.
So, it isn't a dead end after all.
Apparently not.
Meanwhile, Jill is over here, like, hoping and praying that it was a dead end so we could just leave. She doesn't seem to want to be here.
It all seems to lead to this room.
And look what's in it. How old do you suppose this is? 1,000 years? More?
I don't know. I've never seen anything like it before. Who is that in the middle, do you think? Some sort of god.
Zawirldo.
You're him. The second dominant of fire. Who are you?
Where are we? Looks like Kaelin. Clive, you have to kill Chaos.
I'm back.
Joshua! Stop it! Please! Stop!
I did this. I killed him.
Joshua chose me to be his shield. He gave me his blessing and asked me to keep him safe. I should have protected him that day. It was my duty.
Clive.
Joshua. I'm sorry. I failed you.
Joshua died. I killed him.
And I blamed another for what I did. To spare myself the guilt. I feared that by accepting it, I would lose what little was left of me. So I ran. From everything.
And now? Are you ready to accept the truth?
I am. I know it won't be easy, but it's what I must do. So that Joshua's soul can finally rest in peace.
Oh, we're gonna have to fight Ifrit. My brain is like, Bahamut. That's not Bahamut.
Bitter the truth that awaits me. I will press on.
Also, hi Lobster, how are you doing?
Come, Ifrit. Show me who you truly are.
Oh. This is cool. This is cool as fuck. I'm surprised I managed to time that dodge. Got work today, but should be a mostly fun shift. Also, funny thing, this is almost exactly the same boss, or this is almost exactly the same arena as the Ifrit boss fight in 14. You know, that is slightly more forgiving of a time window than I thought it was. Also, the music, that was a really poor stagger because I whiffed a ton of attacks there. Hey, don't walk away from me. Oh, I mistimed it that time. I got too overconfident. Hey, Furo, how are you doing? It's been a hot minute. One thing we can count on Final Fantasy IV music? Yeah. I'm doing pretty good. You know, I'm not gonna lie, I'm always impressed when action games manage to make big bosses feel like a normal boss. Love the amount of love and clear effort they put into the designs for the summons. Yeah. Phase 2. Oh, I love me a shadow clone fight.
Still you deny it. Even when the truth's staring right at you. Come on, Clive. Face your fears. Too slow.
Hey, you can't use that. I don't have that yet. Partially because of my horrible mismanagement of how many points I have, but... I love the water temple. Yeah. Hey, to be fair, I have been upgrading. It's just I've been upgrading mainly Garuda's stuff because we found out that Gouge is the most broken ability in the game. So far, anyway.
Not this time. Not this time.
Ow. Also, hey, you can't use Fyra. I don't have Fyra. He dodged Gouge, yeah. I think a big part of why the 16 summons look so good is just that it's next-gen hardware. I'm sure that the summons in Rebirth will get a glow up.
What? I see. You'd have me learn by example.
Get over here. I hate when it moves me further away from the enemy when I stagger them. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, is that, like, I think that they'll get a glow up in Rebirth. Which, to be fair, I also haven't seen them in 7 Remake, because I haven't played 7 Remake yet. Other than a pretty decent chunk of 14. Well, I say a decent chunk of 14. I've played through a chunk of A Realm Reborn. I'm playing through a chunk of A Realm Reborn, I should say. This is my first Final Fantasy game minus, minus 14.
Too slow.
Like, I've tried to get into some of the other Final Fantasy games. It's just an issue of, like, I've had a really hard time actually, like, finishing games for a very long time. He dodged Gouge again.
This time.
Last time I caught up, I was playing through Mario Wonder.
Not this time.
It's nice seeing you again, though. It's always nice seeing return faces.
escape, eh? It's all right. I'm done running from you. Together, then. It's time to find out who we are, once and for all.
Ooh, we got extra bars. R3 and R2 to accept the truth.
Show yourself, Ifrit.
I wonder if this works like Devil May Cry Devil Trigger does. Can you stop running away, please? Oh, that's cool. While you're in this form, you regen health when you deal damage to the enemy. This just lends more credence to my strategy of wait until the enemy's punching me in the face and then use gouge. Kind of works like Devil Triggers do. I see a mode that's not broken at all. Yeah. Oh, cool. Are we gonna have an Ifrit v Ifrit fight? Or are we gonna have to fight this on foot again?
Enough. I know the truth of it now. You are not Ifrit. I am.
Moments that go hard. Gosh. I know that I've said this a couple times, but I'm usually not a big fan of QTEs in general, but goddamn if this isn't the coolest shit. We got our battle at the center of the mind.
It's not your word, but sorry. The one
Clive, are you all right?
Jill. It's nothing. I'll be fine. No more chasing shadows. The hooded man isn't here. We should go.
Yeah, part of the issue with QTEs is that, like, PS3 era loved using QTEs for everything. PS4 is lightened on it a bit.
Clive, are you sure you're all right? Whatever it is, you can tell me.
I had a hard enough time telling myself. I awakened as a dominant of fire, right here in this castle, and I've been running from it ever since. But now I know for certain who I really am. The second icon of fire, who killed my brother and burned this castle to the ground, was me. Ifrit.
Clive.
I took so many lives that night, and destroyed so many more, including yours. And I must atone for the crimes I've committed. But not before I learn the whole truth. How can a second icon of fire even exist? And why was I chosen as its dominant? Who is the hooded man who brought us here? And what does he want? I need to know. And since I'm still breathing, I might as well make myself useful.
We'll find your answers together. I want to learn the truth too. There'll be time enough for atonement when we're done.
I was hoping you'd say that. I don't think I could do this without you. You never were one to hide from the truth, even when we were young. And you haven't changed a bit.
You're wrong. I have changed. But I don't want to be that person anymore. The things she did were unforgivable. And yet, they're what brought us back together.
Thank you, Jill.
If he is here, then the disturbance I felt at the care must have been confounded. The hour is later than I thought.
Friggin' Joshua look-alike. I think that that's Joshua, but I'm not entirely sure.
Tell me, who did this, or I'll see you suffer the same fate.
The man who delivered the coffer said, he said Sid paid him.
run amok with the rest of your rats, and this is how you repay me? Find out where he is. I'll crush him, flay him, rip out his heart, him and all his filthy brood, and send every last one of them to hell. Out. No!
Yes, yes, my lord.
I think I know what's in the box, and I don't like what's in the box.
Benedicta.
Yep. Ooh, cool. Cool.
So, what next?
It's just a Christmas card from Sid saying, "Suck my ass."
I promised the mayor I'd talk to him again. About Lady Hannah, amongst other things. Though she may be loath to leave, I can't help thinking she'd be safer with Sid too.
All right. We should arrange an introduction then.
You know... It's definitely, Joshua that did that, right? Like... Joshua's evil. Jeez, that multi-hit on that. I'm sad that that Ifrit's stuff shares the same slot as the Phoenix stuff. Also, as much as I hate to do it to you, I'm gonna have to go ahead and end stream here. Open the toolbox. To be fair, most of the other stuff in here isn't stuff that I would use, because I'm not usually using air combat. I don't know that I would use taunt either. Burning Blade I might use, and down thrust is another aerial combat thing, so... There you go, Lobster. They were very cheap. Figured might as well. And if I need to, if I really need to, you can pull points out of them. You can reset the abilities. Which, can I just say, every game with a skill tree needs the ability to remove skill points from a allocated slot. Like, that needs to be the standard. It's nice quality of life. Exactly. So yeah, exclamation point Discord if you want to join the Discord. Exclamation point socials if you want to follow my VODs channel on YouTube. Blue Sky for art. Otherwise, give me just a moment and we'll find someone to raid. Who shall we raid? Let's raid DG. You know me, I'm nice and predictable. I've got like 4 people I like to raid. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed. I am unsure if I will be streaming tomorrow or not. So, I guess we'll figure that out as we go. But there's a small chance I might stream tomorrow. It really just depends on what else I have going on. But yeah. I guess, have a good one, and take care.